Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Hey, if you watch my shorts or if you follow me on other platforms, you may realize that from time to time I share my scent of the day or my scent of the night. I'll even from time to time do roundups of all of the fragrances that I've worn throughout the week, but I think it's time for us to dig a little deeper. There's been so much going on. For that reason, I've been too tired and too unmotivated to share my scent of the day. So I thought it would be fun if we did a bit of a recap of fragrances that I wore this past week. I also want to include some of the perfume oils and or body lotions that I'm including to help layer these fragrances as well, which is not something I typically do. So that should be cute and chaotic because we love that here. Some of these fragrances we have talked about, and some of these fragrances are still relatively new. So new, in fact, that you may not have heard about them from me just yet, but we'll get into that when it's time. I've seen videos like this from a number of people, but specifically Simply Aisha and the Amanda Marie, both here on YouTube and Instagram. Of course, I'll have their information down below in the description box. Definitely inspired me to start sharing a bit more detail. We're gonna go ahead and dive into what I wore this week, but before we get into today's video, make sure that you are subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell, boo, so you don't miss when I upload another video. I'd also appreciate if you gave this video a big fat thumbs up because it's free. It really helps support the channel and helps us to grow. And of course, if you're interested in any of the fragrances or fragrance related things that I mentioned here today, make sure that you shop via any available links and or discount codes down below in the description box because it really helps to support the channel and you go buy it anyway. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, if you are interested in seeing all of the fragrances that I wore this past week, make sure you keep watching. First of all, none of this that I'm about to show you matters if you haven't washed your ass, okay? That's the main priority here. In order for you to enjoy your fragrance and to get the best wear experience, you have to be clean, exfoliated, moisturized, okay? You take whatever steps you deem necessary to do that, but the main premise here is to be clean and moisturized, okay? Okay, I do have a couple of fragrance body care items that I'll share with you all today, but overall, I am showering with Castile soap and using my DIY body butter as my base before all of these fragrances. So when I'm giving the roundup, if I don't mention any body care item, just know that that's the base that we're starting with, okay? I started off the week with Sniff and Alex L's collaboration, Heal the Way. Definitely no stranger to the channel. We've been talking about this on and off for months at this point. And yes, folks, I am still wearing it. Started from a sample, now we're here. So damn good. We have a lot to cover and we just talked about this, so I'm not going to spend too much time. But Sunday was just a relaxing day to me, so I felt like this was perfect to just kind of lounge around the house and prepare for my work week. So during the day, I grabbed this and it's just perfect. It's comforting, it's cozy, it's soothing, it's relaxing, it's sweet, nutty, creamy, woody, musky goodness. We're only on the first fragrance. Why are you running already? If you are a pistachio fan, definitely recommend grabbing this, but this is just good overall. If you have Yum Pistachio Gelato in your mind, completely wipe that away because this ain't that. I told y'all this smelled like a black woman and I meant it. Such a well blended and well executed fragrance. I'm getting solid performance from this on skin and on clothing. Wafts of goodness and joy all throughout my day when I wear this. Now y'all know, if you saw my most recent fragrance haul, that Sniff was gracious enough to send me a humongous PR package, but this one I bought, and I have to say, out of all the Sniff fragrances that I've experienced thus far, this is my favorite. Hands down. As far as me, my nose, my skin, my clothes, Heal the Way is an absolute 10 out of 10 that I would highly recommend getting your nose on. Of course, if you would like to try this or any other Sniff fragrance, you can use my discount code down below in the description box to save on your purchase. But first up this week, we wore Sniff and Alex L's Heal the Way. Now on Sunday, as my scent of the night, I wore Commodity Milk Expressive. And how cute is this bottle? This was sent over to me by Commodity, so shout out to them. We talked about this and my most recent fragrance haul, and as a non-vanilla stan, Commodity Milk Expressive is a good time. It's warm, it's sweet, it's creamy, and it's got a little woodiness to it, so that way it's not nauseating, and it helps it to last. This is the expressive scent space, so middle of the road when it comes to performance and projection as far as Commodity is concerned. But as far as when I wore this lasted me. I was able to smell this when I woke up the next morning. This is still relatively new to the collection, and I feel like you could probably get away with wearing this all year round, but I feel like it's especially perfect for this kind of transitional weather season we're in now. And I'm definitely going to be taking this into the fall as well, because fall is in like 2 minutes. Can't give y'all too much just yet because it is still relatively new to the collection, and I haven't worn it out and about just yet, but just know that I will. Okay, I will. And I'm going to probably play around with layering this as well. It doesn't, not that it needs help, but layering is fun. So stand by for further commentary with regards to Commodity Milk Expressive, but she is what we wore on Sunday night. Now on Monday, I'm heading to the office to knock out some projects and to be the boss bitch my mama raised me to be. I started off by using the Juliette Has a Gun, Not a Body Lotion, which we talked about previously on the channel. I want to say around the holidays. This I usually only use on like my top half where I'm going to be applying, the majority of my fragrance for the day. This smells just like Not a Perfume. It's musky, it's powdery, it just smells clean, pleasant. So I like to wear this by itself, but I also use it to layer under fragrances, which I don't know why I did it under this fragrance because they didn't need it, but we just talked about this one. This is Metier Premier's Crystal Saffron. Yes, I'm showing you the box because I haven't done my haul yet. We just talked about Crystal Saffron in my fragrance tray video, which of course if you haven't seen, I'll leave linked up in the cards. But here's a close-up of the bottle again, and I'm not going to spray this because I don't need it. Oh my god. True saffron lovers, this one's for you. I honestly don't even know why I wasted my last little bit of that Not a Body Lotion, because this don't need no help whatsoever. This is already, like, I've had this for maybe like 2 weeks. This has already made a very, very lasting impression. As you can see, I'm not spraying this on a tester strip because it don't need it. It don't. It's that strong. Easily, hands down, even though this just got here, this is easily, hands down, one of my most potent, powerful, projecting perfumes. Okay, come on, alliteration. In my collection, okay? I've actually been reading up on this house, and apparently that's a running theme when it comes to their fragrances. The key ingredient here, as you might assume, is absolutely saffron, so you do need to be a saffron fan. And I want you to know that this is not a sweet saffron. This is a very musky, leathery, sexy saffron. This is not for the babies. This is not for the shy. This, when I say as soon as I crossed the threshold into the office, somebody said, "Oh, you smell real good." This smells like money. It smells like money. It smells like wealth. It smells like opulence. It smells like affluency. Yes, there are facets of this that are similar to Baccarat, but overall, this is better than Baccarat. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. This might have been a little much for the office, but I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm so, so happy to have this in my collection. Shout out to Twisted Lily again for sending this over. Absolutely recommend trying before you buy this because this is very potent and very polarizing. And when you try it out, I beg, don't put this on no tester strip. Try this out on your skin because it's gorgeous. Okay, it's gorgeous. 10 10, highly recommend. So on Monday during the day, we wore Metier Premier's Crystal Saffron. Now after smelling wealthy at work all day, I decided to play it pretty chill for the evening. I believe it was my Summer Freshies video. Of course, if you haven't seen that, I'll leave it linked up in the cards. But one of you actually recommended this combo to me, and I just have to publicly thank you for it because, spoiler alert, I absolutely love this combo. But once you see what's included, you'll probably already know that, especially if you're a regular viewer here. So we started off with no stranger to this channel whatsoever, another 13 from Le Labo. Now, I've told y'all before that I don't have a signature scent. Howsoever, if I had a signature scent, another 13 would absolutely be in the running. This is me in a bottle. I don't know. This is one that I really struggle describing. This is just effortless, clean, fresh, sexy, your skin but better. And I get great performance from this. I always get compliments. This layers well. It helps other fragrances to project. I wear this to bed. I wear this outside. I wear this to work. I wear this to travel because it applies. It is unfortunate, and I am very sorry for those of you who do not get to experience the greatness that is another 13 because you can't smell the synthetic notes. Already an 11 out of 10 as far as I am concerned. But when you told me to layer my other fave, Byredo's Mojave Ghost, on top of that, first of all, why I didn't think to do that? And second of all, Mojave Ghost is quiet luxury. This is an ever so slightly soapy, woody floral. It's comforting, cozy, fresh in the most delicate way. It's soft, but make no mistake about it, this still very much leaves a trail and always garners compliments. We've talked about how this smells like a luxury hotel duvet, and I stand by that. And the two of these layered together, shout out to you. I don't even know what to say. Absolutely loved this combo for bed. But trust and believe I will be taking her outside, okay? We're gonna go to the office. We're gonna go to the orthodontist. We're gonna travel in this. It applies, okay? Absolutely recommend getting your nose on both of these. And if you have these in your collection, layer them and let me know your thoughts. I loved it, okay? Shout out to you again for this combination. Again, this is Le Labo's Another 13 and Byredo's Mojave Ghost. All right, we're gonna talk about 50 fragrances and we only on Monday. Now, on Tuesday to the office, I started off with Skin Potion Almond Divina Luminous Body Milk. Are you focusing? I hope you're focusing. I don't got my glasses on. We're gonna pray. This was sent to me by my vampirist, Queen Denise Adore. Let me show you all the consistency, glass packaging. Okay, because the luxury. I'm gonna go ahead and rub this in. So here is how my skin looks after rubbing in the Luminous Body Milk. I greatly appreciate that this is super moisturizing and softening to my skin, but I ain't gonna front. I got my little DIY body butter, so I'm good with the moisture. I mainly wear this for the fragrance. I can wear this by itself, or I can use it to layer like I did on Tuesday to the office. And I layered it with no stranger to this channel, Perfumes de Marley's Valaya. We have talked about her 30,000 times probably in the last 2 months, but I said what I said. Another one that does not need to be sprayed, my passive aggressive queen, my aldehydic citrusy, ever so slightly peachy, musky, wealthy woman in a bottle. This is probably, that's probably my favorite at this point from Perfumes de Marley. Won't even spend a lot of time on this just because we have talked about Valaya ad nauseum at this point, but get your nose on it if you haven't. Perfumes de Marley's Valaya is what we wore on Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, much like any other day, I didn't feel like going into the office, but I took me a little slick day or whatever, and I wore Musk Noir Rose for her from Narciso Rodriguez. We talked about this fairly recently, I think in my transitional fragrance video, and I don't know what about the cooler months makes me reach for this fragrance because it is, you know, quite fresh, and I won't say it's watery, but there is like a translucency there because it's not a super heavy fragrance. It's present, but it's definitely not heavy. This is one that lingers through the air and definitely garners compliments, and you just smell grown. You know what I'm saying? But like in an effortless, mysterious, sexy kind of way. There's plum and there's white florals and some patchouli, so you can imagine that this lasts for an eternity, 1, and 2, smells very mature and sophisticated. It's one that you can wear to the office. It's one that you can wear, you know, on a little date night, or because it's such an easy reach, you can wear it around the house like I did. It's simple, it's subtle, but it's sexy and a statement maker at the same time, which is right up my alley. If you are not new here, you already know how I love me a passive aggressive fragrance, and this dent is not at all going to be surprising to you. But if you enjoy a subtle, sophisticated, sexy statement making fragrance, highly recommend getting your nose on Musk Noir Rose from Narciso Rodriguez. She's a great time. Now on Thursday, sadly, I returned to the office and I started off with this Gifted Perfume Oil, Sabaya, girl, I don't know. This was sent to me by my scent sister, Benia McCall. Of course, if you haven't seen that video, I'll leave it linked up in the cards. It is fresh. There's some floral aspects to it. It just smells pretty. Love that perfume oil by itself. I love it layered with freshies, but I also love to layer it specifically with my floral fragrances, especially rose fragrances such as Thameen's Patiala. Again, no stranger to the channel. In fact, I think we just talked about this during my transitional fragrance tray for September, so I'll have that linked up in the cards in case you haven't seen it. This is one that was sent over to me by Twisted Lily last year around this time. I want to say like late August, early September. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. This just smells like a luxurious rose bubble bath, shower gel, laundry detergent, artisanal soap. something. It definitely smells soapy and clean. There are aldehydes in this. And there are other florals in this, but the main character for me is absolutely the rose. So elegant, so feminine. Is soapy, rosy, airy, ambery goodness. Definitely a love child, like I told you all previously, to Delina and Baccarat. Shout out to whoever said that online, because it's a perfect description. This just smells like a beautiful, rich, independent woman that got her life together. You know, everything I strive to be. And another one that could absolutely be signature scent. This is one that can work in the summer months, but it can also cut through the cold, which is why I think it's perfect for this kind of transitional weather period we're in. I know some of y'all don't like nice things like smelling clean or roses, so go ahead and grab you a sample from Twisted Lily. I'll have my link and discount code down below. But again, on Thursday, we wore Thameen's Patiala. Now, on Thursday night, I put out another one of the transitional fragrances that I mentioned in my fragrance tree video, which of course is linked up top. And this one's a little bit more of a heavy hitter, if you will. This is Georges La Capitale. I have been craving this. I was waiting for that temperature to drop so I could put this on, okay? This is one that I told you all I'm never going to waste on a tester strip because it's too expensive. It only comes in a 50 ml. But also a very well beloved fruity fragrance in the community, and it's deserved, okay? This is for my fruity fragrance lovers, yes. But this is definitely a more complex, layered, niche fruity fragrance, okay? In addition to, you know, the strawberry, caramel, peach sweetness, there's also oud, there's saffron, there's leather, there's rose. It's a lot going on. I don't know all of the notes, but I know that there's a lot going on. But in the best way possible. In the best way possible. Is present without being heavy, without being cloying. It just smells like a grown and sexy fruit roll up. Shout out to Denise Adore for sending me a sample of this. This was an absolute love at first sniff. I upgraded this bottle so damn fast, but I know that will not necessarily be the case for everyone, especially with this having complex niche notes like leather and oud and saffron. So I'll make sure I have my link and discount code to Twisted Lily down below in the description box for you to try or buy, you know, whatever floats your boat. But again, on Thursday night, I wore Georges La Capitale. Sexy time. Finally, it is Friday and I'm finishing up my work week from home, thank God. So I decided to wear Mont Blanc's Signature as my scent of the day. Another one that is no stranger to the channel, and every time this comes up on my channel, I'm going to reiterate how I'm so glad that this bottle is opaque, because I know the dent is probably crazy. It has a similar clean but sweet, fluffy, musky DNA, just like Oriana to me, but Oriana is definitely a more flirty, girly, playful situation, whereas Mont Blanc's Signature is like getting down to business. She got her life a little bit more together than Oriana. You know what I'm saying? It's simple, clean, easy to reach for, but it's still sophisticated and going to make a statement without doing too much. This does not, you know, fill the room. This is not going to announce your presence before you get there. But it's going to leave the most intoxicating and just pleasant, powdery scent cloud. It's sophisticated and it's subtle, so it's pleasant for those that are going to be around you. It's perfect to travel in, wear to the office, errands. Signature scent worthy, as the name may suggest. Yeah, just easy to reach for and wonderful to wear around this time of year. Again, this is Mont Blanc's Signature. Now, it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no ain't got me. No, it's Friday night and I have somewhere to be. I'm going to a little get together and I have a new fragrance that I ain't told y'all about just yet that I pulled out to wear. You definitely saw this if you follow me on Instagram, but I recently added another bond to the collection. This is bond number 9's Nomad, a well-beloved bond in the community, if you will. So here is a close-up of Nomad. And I'm going to keep this part really brief just because I want to tell you all about this in my haul. But I will say that this Absolute love at first sniff, okay? Absolute love at first sniff. Whew. Just know that Nomad understood the assignment. Perfect for a night out, especially this time of year that it's getting cooler. Pretty, but make it niche. I don't know what else to tell you all. I'm going to keep it short, okay? Bond number 9 is Nomad. Now, Saturday was just a chill day running errands, so I thought it was a good time to go ahead and revisit Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. Let me go ahead and take it out the box. Here is a close-up of the travel spray. I don't know if it's going to really register because of my lighting, but this is what the travel spray looks like. We've talked about this one before on the channel very briefly, and I'm still getting to know her, but overall, this is really pretty. I ain't gonna lie. This is definitely not a take on vanilla that I was anticipating. This is fresh, it's marine, a little salty, floral. It's definitely giving vanilla LaCroix. It's fresh, it's light, easy to reach for. And I get about 6 hours. It definitely projects for like the first like 2.5 hours before it becomes more of a skin scent. But this lasts on my skin pretty well and definitely way longer on clothes. This is just an interesting spin on vanilla that I don't feel like I've experienced before, which is so refreshing. Really enjoy this. But I have to say the jury is still out on me getting a full-size bottle. So stand by for my thoughts on this in a future video. But on Saturday, we wore Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. Last but not least, on Saturday evening, I started off with this Guidance 46 inspired perfume oil from Fragrant Body Oils. Now, let me be clear in saying that I only have the original Guidance, so I cannot speak to how accurate this is when it comes to the Guidance 46 extrait. But based on my experience with the original, this might be pretty damn close if it's not spot on. The original Guidance DNA is definitely there, but this is definitely a more fresh and light palatable version of that Guidance DNA. If there is a palatable version of the Guidance DNA. I've been really enjoying wearing this by itself, but I've also been enjoying layering it with the OG Amouage Guidance. Not that, you know, Guidance needs any help. We all know that, which is why I ain't spraying it, because it's strong as hell. But I just, you know, like the subtle nuances and the subtle differences in the perfume oil together with the actual fragrance. I won't even talk y'all's ear off about this anymore. You all already know that this is a pair polarizing, performing, projecting perfume. Okay, we don't even need to delve too deep because we know Guidance is about her business. She stands on it, okay? It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe. This is innovation. This is niche perfumery. It's unique, it's complex, it garners compliments, it performs worth the price tag as far as I am concerned, but you may feel differently. Of course, you know, fragrance is subjective, so make sure you grab a sample. Or if you feel like jumping out the window, go ahead and grab you a bottle from Twisted Lily. I'll have my link and discount code down below in the description box. Regardless, the original Amouage Guidance is what we wore to wrap up the week. Well, folks, that about wraps up today's video. I really hope that you all enjoyed this cute, casual, chaotic approach to me sharing some more context into fragrances that I've been reaching for and my overall wear experience in more of a real-time setting. So you all be sure to drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you try any of these fragrances or if you're interested in trying. Of course, if you're interested in trying or buying any of the products or fragrances mentioned in today, make sure that you shop via any available links and or discount codes down below in the description box because it really helps me out. Now, on your way to watching another video of mine, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. I don't even think I'm saying shit. All that I know is right now. Nothing's for sure, but right now. Gotta get yours like right now. Am I sick? Like.